I agree, Ship. I agree. Uh, it's unfortunate because a lot of people hear about this information and they do spend a lot of time focused on the definitions and trying to perfect that system, and it's because they didn't have an understanding of everything that King breaks down for us to understand, because they always look at it from the perspective of I have to do it through their system, right? I got to perfect their rules, when in reality it's just not that way. Their rules are their rules. Shit. And yeah, it's gonna be some rules that everybody have to follow. Shit. It's just natural law that motherfuckers got to have some damn dignity and order, some fashion, some competency about yourself, right? Some organization. Cause the motherfucker ain't giving you shit if they can't see that you competent. Motherfucker ain't doing nothing with you if they can't see that you understand what you doing. The forms even tell you that. It say even infants. It say minors can even do these forms by themselves without parental guidance if they can prove competency.
Yeah.
Right? So that means if you 14, 13 years old, that you can fill out these IRS forms and request your all these beautiful claims. I ain't even gonna get into them, and have this shit function back to your estate if you understand the language and understand how to fill it out, what's going on, why it's happening. It said it itself. You could be a child, a minor, and do it yourself.
Yeah, they don't resist proper. They don't resist proper form.
Then you got to say, well, what do they see as a minor, right? That's when niggas get knowing understanding the definitions. But it's just showing you that there's no legal format of how this shit got to be formed. It's just a system that would request you to put it this way. We ask you to format it this way for our system to process it this easier and shit, because we don't want to go through it manually. But bitch, that's your job. I don't care if you got a system that can process it through a computer. I don't want a computer process goddamn filing. I want my claim to be seen by a human being, processed by a human being, and reassessed properly. But motherfuckers thinking small. We gotta learn to think big, bitch. Get in here, man, because OG motivate me. The rest of the family motivated me. I was motivated when I found them, but shit, once I open my ears and open my eyes and mind, remove my pride, remove my emotions, got to see exactly what the mission is, what the end goal is, and sometimes you still don't know the end goal because there is no end goal in this, bro. It's like if you either in this shit or you not, and my end goal rests with whoever my last heir is that decided they can't do this shit no more. And at the same token, at that time, my goddamn trust and the state and all that shit will be absorbed within itself and distributed amongst all beneficiaries. So that's the end goal, to where all the value never ends, never depreciates, and just always goes back to the ones who deserve it, the heirs of my bloodline. And y'all should want the same shit. The same shit. The same way these white folks got their shit. The Indians got their shit. The Pakistanians got their shit.
You know, from the beginning of this journey, from the beginning, and it still holds true now. I only needed to know one thing. I only needed to know that they had no intentions of telling me the truth. That's all I needed to know. I was like, okay. I was like, all right then it's on, because I'm gonna tell my heirs, I'm gonna tell them the truth. If it were just me, I promise you, I wouldn't care at all.
That's a good one right there, Ship, though. Like, knowing that these motherfuckers, the same ones who took your people, oppressed and stole, did everything that you say that you hate about them, to even think that they ever wanted to tell us the truth. I gave myself a neck. I couldn't believe it that I fell for that shit. Like, at what point would I ever think that this shit that they would be for us?
Right. That was not even, that didn't even cross their mind.
Well, I know where one distinction come from. The distinction come from when you grow up out here, you have this mind state that the slavery days were just so good to white people and so bad to black people that you fail to realize that white people were slaves the same much as black people, just able to beat and abuse us, right? Like, without being punished. The motherfuckers did the same, had to do the same bullshit and live in the same conditions as we did. Very few different occasions there. And motherfuckers just, we get so plant-based on that damn, it was just so good for whites and blacks had it bad. Man, white people been struggling since their existence. Every country, everywhere they go, they fighting and killing each other and dying of plagues and diseases and shit. And we just I know me personally, I was shaped to believe that, white people had it good. Shit. So then it make you think that it's only for the white person. But the whole time it was their ass too. They just didn't know it. They was us, we was them. And, so that right there alone shows these motherfuckers never taught us nothing of importance.
Nothing. Not a thing. Oh, how much time did I waste? Oh my gosh. I'm not a, I feel like a whippersnapper. I feel like a young man, but I'm not a young man. Man, they wasted a lot of years, a lot of my years, and I'm not, it is what it is, but Lord have mercy. They were never going to tell me nothing. They were going to be like, hey, what time are you coming in? What time are you, what time are you coming into work? Are you going to come in early like you normally do? Oh, yeah, of course. You going to stay late like you normally do? Oh, of course. Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, we'll see you then, buddy.
Yeah, they had us, boy. They had us good.
Oh, man, they had me good. But I smelled a rat, though. I was like, something's not right about none of this. I smell a rat. Like, something's weird. These people, it's like this whole thing is weird.
Yeah, they're like, man, everything makes sense. That's what's crazy about this shit. Once you understand commerce, everything else start making sense. Everything start making sense. The way that OG break it all down and put it together is amazing because he spent a lot of time researching it himself. But then after you hear it, you can start putting it together for yourself. You start seeing the shit.
Yeah.
What the court systems really are. What the IRS really is. What the treasury, what the United States really is. What we are. Who we are. Who we've always been. Yeah. What assets are. The true side of shit, man. Not this consumer side of shit.
Yeah. It's not like some obscure thing either. It's not some secret obscure thing. It's just stuff that most people just don't know. It's not like it's not publicly taught. That's all. It's real, and it's a big thing. It's a big world of whatever. But you're not gonna find. They're not gonna teach it publicly, and we can't hope and wish that they will. It's like, even if they do, the stimulus and all of this stuff that that they're trying to calm people down with or whatever, because people know that everything is changing. It's like that is not their goodwill. That's not their like, oh, okay, yeah, we've done enough. We've done enough bad things. Let's just turn over a new leaf and start being nice now. No, that's not what's happening. And that's another control. that they can flip at any time because it's theirs. They're managing it.
Yep. I realized the control was so fucked up, man. When I traveled a little bit and I started seeing every town, every city I went in looked like my town, bro. I was like, yo, when I say look like my shit, I mean like the stores were set up the same way. It will be the same stores, the same type of plazas, the same shit in the area, a little fucking cash checking place, little goddamn bottle shop. We call them bottle shops or liquor stores. Couple of the same gas stations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The McDonald's would be right there next to a Kroger's or some shit with the goddamn wing stop. I'm like, yo, this shit look just like my shit everywhere I go. This shit, I was like, yo, it's not. That's when I realized it wasn't for the benefit of people. It was for the control.
Yeah. Easier for them.
Walmarts, the Dollar Generals, the Family Dollars, like it wasn't never about their money flow. They didn't give a fuck about the money. They cared about the control, the data. How like we feed these people what they eat, bro. We give them the entertainment that they see, the books that you get, the crossword puzzles that you get, the audio plays that you get. You know, like nigga, it's in every hood across the America. The same liquors, everything, bro. Nigga in New York smoke squares. We smoke or whatever the fuck they call them, squallies, and we smoke goddamn posts. You feel me? But it's still a Newport, nigga. We drink Red Bull. We drink Hennessy, bro. We doing it's a control system. Walmarts, Targets. They just sold. So one of y'all was talking about the Dollar General trade. And we pointed that shit out like that ain't no motherfucking sale. That shit ain't nothing but a motherfucking a wealth transfer. Another control system.
Another control system.
And then you get to recognize well down who winning in this shit, how they winning, how they moving this money around. Shit, I want a part of that shit. Shit, I got a security interest in that shit. Fuck you mean?
You know, it's like it's the thing is that we're already part of it.
Yep.
It's like if I'm already part of it, if I'm going to spend 2 more seconds in this system, you know, I have to, you know, for the sake of my family, I have to be the one making the decisions. I cannot leave them. I cannot leave somebody else to do the things that I must be doing, that I'm responsible for. I can't.
Yeah, that's the duty, bro. That's the duty.
Because they don't have the same interest. They don't have a vested interest in my son's learning. They don't have a vested interest in nothing that I care about. They got a vested interest in what you said, Vadi. They have a vested interest in control. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. And I get it. Okay, I'm not angry. I'm not mad. But I'm not for it though.
Yeah, nah. See, I don't surrender though. I ain't just giving it to you, baby boy. You gonna have to.
Oh. Yeah, that's not in my fucking blood. Pardon my French. But okay, that was one of them times. Okay, I'd rather be clear than polite. Surrender is not a word that we use. That's a cuss word to me. you have to do something else. You have to be, you know, I know they're willing to go as far as they need to. I know. Well, they're going to have to do that with me.
Yeah. The good thing is, you know, nothing that we doing is stepping on nobody's toes or asserting nothing crazy. We just gathering our belongings, bro. Gathering our belongings.
Exactly. Yeah, they really don't have a problem with us doing it the right way. They're just not going to tell us how.
Yeah. Help
That's
on the
it.
way. Help on the way though.
Yeah, help is on the way. I received some help already, Vadi. Did I tell you?
I didn't hear. I'm gonna check it out with you in the back.
Cool. They they're offering assistance. What? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
We love assistance.
Yes,
We
I
love
do.
assistance.
I love
But
assistance.
the good thing is the assistance that they offer. Now we able to pick through the bullshit.
Right.
Right now we not just hearing what they say and going. Oh, now a nigga know how to contract with you.
Exactly.
Now a nigga know how to communicate with you for my benefit, right?
Yes.
Not for your corporate benefit or for your personal interest or what your boss told you to come in here and tell me.
Yeah.
A lot of times we speaking to the bosses. Ain't nobody hired, especially the responses that we get and the people that we hitting. It don't be nobody but big people hitting back. That's the only person that can deal with our affairs.
That's right, because they're compartmentalized. They don't want the teller to know that they have to help us. What? So what do you mean we got to help them?
Can't help you shit because they don't have. Because one thing I recognize when it comes to the higher officials that work for these companies, they operate in a private capacity.
Mm.
They operate in the same capacity that we operate in. If you recognize it, you look at their signatures. They don't operate in an individual capacity in no format. They operate in the capacity of trustee of their that company that they working for.
Okay, but this is what. Oh, go ahead, Daddy.
Yeah, I was just saying they're not liable for nothing that they doing or signing on behalf of, but they the only person in position to handle the private affairs of that company. When we as private individuals hit them, another private have to hit us back.
But what do you okay, let me ask you a question then. Would you agree that their private capacity is different from our private capacity?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro, because we operating from our own shit. They operating through somebody else shit. They operating through their corporation shit. Like their employer shit. They don't own that shit. That's some American business. You feel me? That's an agency of America that they operating for. Like when the DOJ hit us back or some shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's Americans. That's American property that they acting on behalf of, but we acting on our behalf of our own shit.
See?
So I think that's the only separation, like that we control our entirety. They don't control shit, but the paperwork that they pushing.
And then I had no understanding about that before King V started to explain the details of this stuff. I wouldn't have even thought there was a difference, but now I see very clearly that their private capacity doesn't even compare to ours.
Oh yeah, not on our behalf anyway. Now, if we was operating through some public shit, then yeah, their capacity would trump our shit because we in their jurisdiction, right? So then, yeah, we will be answering to them, but they coming into our jurisdiction. Remember what's going on, Chip? That's why what they told OG. What they told OG. We can't even further discuss that shit with you, bro, because you're a private. That's a private matter, man. We can't go into that shit with you.
Yeah, we can't give you advice, but we're here. But we're here to assist you. What? Oh, that is so crazy.
Absolutely.
That is still marbles to me. It's like, what?
Skipper, take us to the crib.
Yes, Lord.
All right.
Yes,
Heavenly
Lord.
Father, thank you so much. Father, I want to lift up Ashley, Frequency Hackers mom, Ashley, Spill and Beans daughter, because we're always sending them your love. We're always sending them. We remember whatever it is that they're dealing with. We remember and we lift them up to you. Father, you gave us each other to care for one another. And Father, I hope that they always feel that and always know that. That's what family does. We don't think about it. We don't have to. It's what we do. Father, I thank you that you are revealing to us more and more what you've already done, what you've already given. That you would never send us to a place unequipped, but you would teach us how to access what you've given us. Perhaps we hid it from ourselves ultimately, but the power that you've given us, you put it in the easiest place for us to access it, our own mouth, to claim. The easiest thing that we can do is talk. And that's how we claim. We just claim. But we have to do it competently. And we do it and we claim everything. Not just what they are allowing us to claim or what they're allowing us to be aware of, but the things that were, I would say, even hidden. But they're there. They can be verified. Father, I thank you. I thank you for the message. I thank you for the messenger. Thank you so much. And I just hope that people who are listening are getting the picture that there's something different happening here, and that there's something different happening in the whole world, something that they've never seen, and that they would take the time to do themselves not just a favor, but to do right by themselves and take advantage of what's theirs. Father, I just thank you. I thank you for the privilege of being able to say what we're saying, because there's no other way for us to just love on other people except to help people and to help those who are helping. To swallow our pride and say, hey, these individuals are doing more than I ever dreamed to help people, so I must help them. And I thank you for that privilege. I ask that you bring us back at the appointed time, the next appointed time, safe, healthy, in good strength, and in our fullness, our full capacity, our full glory that you have given us. You've given us your very own glory from the beginning. And I just thank you for that. And you present yourself to us as a father. That means to me that you're always listening. You give us the opportunity to speak a thing because we know that you're always listening. You give us the opportunity to say that what's true. And I thank you for that. Strength and honor to all who are under the sound of Midwest and King's voice, what they're saying. Father, give them a vision for who they really are. And as for these truths be made clear in the name of the one who made it clear who we are. Yeshua, the one who can even rise from the dead. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. That was a good one, sis. Really good.
Really good one.
To financial freedom and correcting your status in the system. Midwest EDU focuses on educating individuals about practical steps like managing debt, building savings, and investing strategically. Key principles include financial tools like trust, bonds, and legal instruments to protect and grow assets, correcting your status in the system. This involves reclaiming your legal and financial identity within governmental and financial systems. Understanding your legal status, correct legal documents like birth certificates and social security records to align with your preferred status. Steps begin. Educate yourself. Attend workshops, read relevant materials, and network with like-minded individuals. Assess your current standing, understand your debt, credit status, and legal documentation. Take action, start correcting your status through affidavits, trust formations, or A9 applications while building a financial foundation. Plan for long-term freedom. Focus on investments, business, ventures, and creating generational wealth. Midwest EDU's approach empowers individuals to break free from financial and legal constraints, ensuring they live a life aligned with their goals and values. Financial tools like trust, bonds, and legal instruments to protect and grow assets, correcting your status in the system. This involves reclaiming your legal and financial identity within governmental and financial systems. Understanding your legal status, correcting legal documents like birth certificates and social security records to align with your preferred status. Steps to begin. Educate yourself. Attend workshops, read relevant materials, and network with like-minded individuals. Assess your current standing, understand your debt, credit status, and legal documentation. Take action, start correcting your status through affidavits, trust formations, or A9 applications while building a financial foundation. Plan for long-term freedom. Focus on investments, business, ventures, and creating generational wealth. Midwest EDU's approach empowers individuals to break free from financial and legal constraints, ensuring they live a life aligned with their goals and values. To break free from financial and legal constraints, ensuring they live a life aligned with their goals and values.